You don't trust
We
me.
have to be careful. The Americans are getting jumpy. They've given you access to some very sensitive information.
This is not who he is. He needs to remember his life. You have to fix him.
You should hear what they say about him at court. How he mistakes the earth for a side of beef. So he puts it on a spit and roasts it in the sun's fire.
Forget trying to kill tumors. You've created a cell that gets them to fall on their swords and die.
Dr. Feynman, you singled out Krista McCullough. Why?
Because she wanted to teach kids how beautiful the world is.
If you enjoy science and great storytelling, we've got you covered. This is the Relativity Series from LA Theater Works and the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation, bridging science and the arts in the modern world. Hi again, Ron Lipkin from LA Theater Works here, and not to be morbid or anything, but today's question is, how do you keep a body looking presentable for a really long time? Not for just a couple of days for a viewing, but for all time. And we're not talking about mummies here. We've got to see the face and hands, and it's got to look good. Forever. Sounds like a challenge. Especially when it's 1924, the tech you're working with is primitive, at best, and the guy you've got to preserve is, nothing, just Vladimir Lenin, the beloved father of Russia. Well, all this really happened. Playwright Vern Thiessen gives us his version of these real-life events in Lenin's Embalmers. It's a dark comedy, a look at scientific ingenuity, and a study of the absurdity of life under Stalin. Starring J.D. Cullum, Simon Helberg, Gregory Harrison, John Matthews, Rufus Sewell, John Sloan, Mark Jude Sullivan, and Jocelyn Towne. Lenin's Embalmers by Vern Thiessen, directed by Martin Jarvis.
Listen to this. 3 Russians are in a gulag. No, I'm serious. I'm Lenin. This is a good one. 3 Russians are in a gulag. First Russian says, "What are you in for?" "I called Zabarsky a revolutionary," says the second. "Oh, that's funny," says the first. "Why?" says the second. "I called Zabarsky a counter-revolutionary." "Whoa, that's funny," says the third. "Why?" say the others. "I am Zabarsky." You get it? You work, you love, you struggle. You become famous, or not. You make a difference, or not. You grow old, or not. And for what? Why this life when, in the end, you land in the gulag with everyone else? Me? I could die today. But I have one more joke to tell.
January 1924. We are Russians.
I am Stalin.
I am Trotsky.
I am Krasin.
Comrade Trotsky.
Comrade Stalin.
Comrade Trotsky.
Comrade Krasin.
I am Nadia. I will soon be the grieving widow.
Comrades, since the assassination attempt last year, Comrade Lenin's health has grown
Dire.
So much worse, we fear he will soon be
No more.
no more.
Sadness.
Tears.
Grief.
We must do something so that the people
Grow used to him being gone.
Comrade Nadia is his wife. What does she say to all this?
Nadia.
Her view is irrelevant.
She's his wife.
Nadia.
What is it, my love?
She is in such a
Sorrowful.
sorrowful state.
I am dying.
Oh, Ilyich,
She cannot see.
She cannot see the bigger picture.
let me rub your hands.
We must consider what is to be done.
Nadia, write this down.
Yes.
Cremation is best.
Cremation?
A Russian?
Unthinkable.
I want no grave,
No grave,
no monuments,
No monuments.
no monuments,
no shrines.
no shrines.
No.
No, but
What?
we understand our comrade scientists
Our comrade scientists
in the provinces
are
now able to
preserve
preserve a body.
a body.
Preserve a body for a considerable...
A considerable.
Be quiet, Krasin, or I will kill you.
How long?
A considerable amount of time.
And who are these comrade scientists in the provinces?
None of your
concern, Trotsky.
Comrade Stalin, do you intend to replace the bones of the saints with the body of Lenin?
Of course not.
Of course not.
Because if you are betraying Lenin. You are betraying his ideals. You are betraying this country.
And Nadia, don't let that ignoramus Stalin take over. Trotsky is the future.
Sign your letter, Ilyich. I'll help you.
Vladimir Ilyich is not yet dead, and his true successor not yet chosen. Remember that, Comrade Stalin.
Are you threatening me, Trotsky?
Nadia. Oh, Nadia! Nadia!
Ilyich, I'll get the doctor.
Are you?
Ilyich, don't leave me. Don't.
Now, if there's nothing else...
Comrades, do we know who tried to kill Comrade Lenin?
The Cheka are investigating.
The who?
The All-Russian Extraordinary Commission for Combating Counter-Revolution and Sabotage.
Secret police.
What secret police?
The one I created.
When?
This morning.
It was in all the papers.
Didn't you see?
And will they find out who did it?
Of course.
Of course.
Destroy Lenin's letter.
Yes.
People can't go around shooting whomever they want. Can they?
It was then that I fled.
It was then that I died.
I am Vladimir. I am Boris. I am the hero of this story. I am the hero of this story.
You go away, Boris! Now!
Today's lecture will look at the preservation of tissue. Slide. The study of biological cells is the new frontier. Although preserving tissue is not a modern practice, the scientific understanding of it is relatively unknown. In ancient times...
Professor Verovius!
Professor, a moment of your time.
Excuse me?
We are the Soviet Committee for Immortalization.
Immortalization of whom?
Whomever we feel
needs.
Immortalizing.
I'm in the middle of a lecture.
Exactly why we're here.
Exactly.
We have traveled
a great distance.
From Moscow.
To here.
The provinces.
To listen.
To you.
Please.
Continue.
Speak, if you will.
Oh. The practices of various cultures are worth examining as they relate to modern science. Slide. In ancient Rome, for example, mourners wrapped the body of the deceased in wax, aromatic salt, honey, and balsam before placing him
Professor!
Yes?
Go.
What?
Steeping.
Huh?
The tissue.
Professor, once the body has been...
The body of what?
Let's say the body of...
A man.
A man, yes.
If the tissues of a...
If the tissues of a man...
Were steeped in glycerin.
Would they not be preserved for an eternity?
An interesting theory.
Aha!
But no.
No.
That procedure can only be applied to certain parts of the body. The head, the arms, the legs, but the internal organs must be treated separately and kept in their own containers.
Damn!
But nitrogen?
Nitrogen?
I believe liquid nitrogen creates a lower storage temperature than glycerin.
But nitrogen does not prevent the appearance of anaerobic microbes. The preservation may last, but not without outward signs of decay.
You see?
But refrigeration.
Refrigeration?
Once the body is frozen and the tissues fixed with formalin, the enzymes causing autolysis will become inactive and prevent bacteria, yes?
It is true. Temperatures of -100 Celsius are necessary for prolonged storage of biological materials.
Aha!
But the formalin solution he speaks of will in fact accelerate the process of deterioration.
You see?
Are you telling us, Professor, that the long-term conservation of a body is impossible?
Not at all. How old do you think these specimens are?
A month?
Older.
A year.
Older.
That one looks really good.
20 years.
Impossible.
20 years they've been sitting in my office, and they look as good as when I first embalmed them.
How?
Tell us.
Tell. That, my dear committee, is a secret I will carry to my grave.
You could be fired.
Idiot. I still have my secrets.
You could be sent to the gulag.
I still have my secret.
You could be...
I am a man of science, and I won't be threatened in my own lecture hall. Now, all of you, go back to Moscow. Go!
I am Boris.
I am Vladimir.
I am Nadia, but not the same Nadia as before.
I am the real hero of this story.
I will now be the unhappy wife of Boris.
I tell you, I am the real hero.
You go away, Vlad.
Oh.
There's a hole in the ceiling, Boris.
I know.
There's dripping.
I hear.
There is water dripping from the hole in the ceiling.
Logic.
It's cold.
Wear another sweater.
I only have one sweater.
Warm the oven.
We need the wood.
Go to bed.
It's full of bugs.
Eat something.
Stale bread and moldy potatoes and rotting meat?
Be quiet then.
We can't live like this.
There's no other choice.
You must find work.
What do you think I am doing?
What is it?
A position at the university.
Ha!
What? You complain and then you mock? You mock.
They'll never give it to a Jew.
They gave me the head of the chemical plant.
That was in Siberia.
Well, you loved Siberia, didn't you? You thought it was wonderful. What, with your maids and horses and lovers and good food and horses and lovers and maids and good food and horses?
You should have worked harder.
They shut down the factory.
You should have stayed longer.
I'm not going to spend my life slaving away in the provinces.
You should have opened a hat shop.
There was a war.
Everyone can use a hat.
A revolution.
Who can't use another hat?
And an economic crisis.
Oh, I'm depressed. This is depressing. You are depressing me. Don't answer.
Why?
Because if you do and it's bad, you'll die.
But if I don't answer and it's bad?
You'll die.
I'll answer.
Boris!
It could be an opportunity. Who's there?
Boris Zabarsky?
Perhaps.
Nadia Zabarsky?
Who wants to know?
We're from the Vacheka.
The who?
The All-Russian Extraordinary Commission for Combating Counter-Revolution and Sabotage.
The secret police.
Come with us.
Where?
None of your concern.
Why?
None of your concern.
Wait. A bottle each?
Ooh. Oh.
Surely that will buy us all some time.
Oh. Ah.
No,
Nazrovia. So.
We're taking you with us.
Where?
The Kremlin.
Why?
Lenin is dead.
Oh.
Why me?
You know Krasin.
He got me the position in Siberia.
He says you know about chemicals.
He says you're the perfect person.
For what?
To help.
With what?
The body.
Oh.
Who would agree to even try such a thing?
Someone who wants to
serve Mother Russia.
And help her people.
And do a great service.
And have a good house?
Perhaps.
And a good position?
Perhaps.
And a lot of money?
Perhaps.
Even though they were a Jew?
Even better.
Why?
If a Jew fails.
Twice as easy to kill.
Borislav Gerhardovich.
Alexander Petrovich.
How is our dear Nadia?
Oy.
Oh, a difficult time.
Sasha, Krasin, my friend, I need a position.
And I need you. Look. Oh.
What happened?
Stroke. Perhaps brought on by the lodged bullet.
How long is he?
A week. And he's already showing signs of decomposition. Look, the skin on his face and hands, they've darkened. Wrinkles on his torso and arms. His lips starting to part.
What are you going to do?
Stalin wants him embalmed.
How long?
Forever.
Well, you're joking.
Am I laughing?
For a week, yes. For a month, maybe, but an eternity.
Can you do it?
Not me.
Then who?
No one. Except... Who? Vladimir Vorobyov.
No.
Why?
He's a Jew.
I'm a Jew.
He's an enemy of Mother Russia.
Please.
I went all the way to the provinces and he called me an idiot. Me! Do you know what it's like in the provinces? Everywhere you look, nothing but steps. Freezing is the best method.
Freezing? No, look, bring him to Moscow.
No.
Let him see the body.
No.
Do you have a choice? Let me talk to him. I've known him a long time. I know what makes him tick. Besides, we need him.
We?
If I convince him, surely I'll be thanked.
Don't fail me, Borislav Gerhardovich, or we'll both be on our way to the Gulag.
We'll need to do something until he gets here.
I still think freezing...
No!
All right! Whatever you suggest. Lift the sheet. Amazing.
Here's a good one.
The father of the revolution.
Stalin and Trotsky are having tea.
He looks at peace.
Shame he'll never see it.
Stalin and Trotsky are having tea.
Comrade Stalin,
says Trotsky.
What is the difference between capitalism and socialism?
In a capitalist society, man exploits man,
says Stalin.
And in socialism?
It's the other way around.
Very good, Comrade Stalin. Very...
I'm not laughing.
There's a saying, those who can't laugh can't lead.
I am Vladimir, as you might recall.
I am Nadia, but not the same Nadia as before.
Hello.
Hello.
This is my office in the provinces.
I am now the brilliant, yet shy, scientist.
I've always been shy around women named Nadia.
Every woman in this story is called Nadia.
Drink? A wee one?
If you insist.
Nazdrovya. This is where I study.
Yes.
This is where I experiment.
Yes.
I am looking for a secretary. You are looking for work.
Yes.
And what is your experience? Don't answer. I don't want to know.
I am interested in science.
Are you?
Very.
Well then, observe. A heart. The lung. The brain. So young, this woman. So... like you. And I like to keep things young. Forever.
Vladimir Vorobyov?
Who are you?
We're from the Unified State Political Administration.
You mean the Vacheka?
They changed the name.
When?
This morning.
It was in all the papers.
Didn't you see?
Come with us.
Where?
None of your concern.
Why?
None of your concern.
Wait! A bottle of the finest? Surely that will buy us all some time.
All right.
Nostrovia!
So?
So?
We're taking you to Moscow.
Where?
The Kremlin.
Why?
Lenin is dead.
What?
Why me?
You know Zabarsky.
Zabarsky? What's he got to do with this?
He says you know about chemicals.
He says you're the perfect person.
For what?
To help.
With what?
The body.
Who would agree to even try such a thing?
Someone who wants to...
serve Mother Russia.
And help her people.
And do a great service.
And have a better lab?
Perhaps.
And a promotion?
Perhaps.
And a personal assistant?
Everything is possible.
In Moscow.
Moscow!
Moscow!
Moscow. They all surround Lenin's body. Vlad replaces the sheet. Nadia number 3 gives him a cloth to wipe his hands.
Cloth, Professor.
Krasin, Boris, and the apparatchiks watch. Horrible expectation. Finally, Vlad faces them.
Impossible.
What?
My God.
What'd he say?
It's too late.
Look here, Professor.
His lips are 3 centimeters apart. There are brown patches on his thighs. His left hand is turning gray.
His ears are crumpling.
And his brain has been removed.
It is being studied.
For brilliance.
Bury him and be done with it.
We must try nitrogen before it's too late.
Glycerin.
Nitrogen!
Glycerin!
Have a safe trip back to the steppe, Professor.
Wait.
I told you, Boris.
Sasha.
I took a risk. A very big risk.
I haven't even had a chance to talk to him. Give me a day. 1 day.
1 day. After that, we freeze him.
Vladimir Davidovich.
Borislav Gerhardovich.
How many years has it been?
I haven't been counting.
I hear you're making breakthroughs out there in the provinces.
I'm only doing what you never have.
What's that?
Work hard. Did you do this?
What?
Whatever's been injected into the body.
It's standard. Formalin, alcohol, glycerin.
The solution has leaked.
And what should I have done?
A better job.
Ah, he hasn't changed, Nadia.
Neither have you.
Always suffering.
Always lazy.
Everything impassive.
Everything half-baked.
Never happy.
But never a traitor. I have to go.
Wait. A moment of your time, old friend. In private?
I won't be long, Nadia.
All right. All right, Professor.
Old friend. She's pretty.
Yes.
You always did have a weakness for beautiful women.
It's not weakness, it's taste.
Of course. It's good to see you.
Is it?
You're looking well.
Don't flatter me, Boris. Just tell me what you want.
We have an opportunity here.
Yes, for a firing squad.
There must be a way.
You know what happened to the men who tried to embalm Pope Alexander VI?
Sainthood?
Tortured, hanged and quartered in public.
This is different.
Is it?
This is science.
This isn't science, this is politics.
You handle the science, I handle the politics.
And you've handled things so well in the past.
Forget the past, we both want the same thing.
Is that so?
Recognition. Success.
Wealth. No, those are the things you want.
Your dream is a measly part-time job in the provinces.
I like the provinces.
Do you?
They house me.
In a slum.
I dine out every night.
On turnip soup.
Vodka is cheap.
Vodka is cheap everywhere. You want better. I know you do.
It's too risky.
We could be the first.
It's too dangerous.
2 Jews embalm Lenin.
2 Jews die in salt mine.
We'll be famous. We'll be heroes.
No, old friend. We'll be dead. Goodbye, Borislav Gerhardovich.
You have to do this.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
What are you saying? What? What are you saying?
The Tsar!
Don't you even dare!
You love the Tsar!
And you love Trotsky!
The Tsar killed thousands of Jews!
So did the revolution!
If there wasn't a revolution...
If there wasn't a revolution, we wouldn't be here staring at Lenin's body!
Trotsky is our only hope!
Trotsky has no loyalties! He was against the Tsar, then he was against Stalin, then he was against Lenin, then he was for Lenin, then he was for Stalin, now he's against Stalin! He's a traitor!
No, you are the traitor!
Snake! Parasite! Mad dog! Rabbit! Wolf! Fascist hyena! Dogmatist! Pig! Lumpen proletariat! Rootless! Cosmopolitan!
Yoke of capitalist exploitation!
Petty bourgeois nationalist!
If Stalin finds out you sided with the Tsar...
If Stalin finds out you sided with Trotsky...
You are doomed!
No, you are doomed! Enough! You stole my work.
It was ours.
You took our research and published it under your name.
I had to do it.
If it hadn't been for me...
It was the only way we could survive.
You never gave me credit for anything. And now look at you, flattering me, threatening me, begging me. You're nothing but a desperate little worm.
You're right. I am desperate. But there's something in this for you, too. I am trying to give you something, Vlad. I am trying to pay you back. I am trying to make things right. Let go of the past. And see what a great chance this is. You get what you've always wanted. What you deserve.
And that is?
Respect.
Respect. I want the credit if we're not killed.
Of course.
I want the honors if we're not executed.
Yes.
I mean it.
Whatever you want.
A full position at the university.
All right.
And the best lab equipment.
Fine.
And I want an assistant.
You mean the girl?
Yes.
I'll see what I can do. Now, what about the body?
Oi. Even if he were in perfect condition.
What can we do? Huh? Tell me.
We need time to experiment carefully.
How long?
I don't know. A few months at least.
Okay, I'm making a note. What else?
Controlled temperatures.
You mean...
Cold conditions at first, but then...
Could we do it underground?
The permafrost is 6 feet deep.
So dynamite the site.
Ha!
I'm serious. They can build a mausoleum above us.
But we still need to control the temperature.
Stoves.
Stoves? They'll never do any of this, Boris.
They will if they want it. They'll give us anything. Keep going.
A staff.
For?
Documentation, preparing the chemicals, monitoring the body.
Next.
A large bath to immerse him.
Metal?
No, it will react with the chemicals.
Rubber.
If it's made to our specifications.
Go on.
A sarcophagus.
Easy enough.
But of glass. Like the jars I use for my specimens.
Done.
If we can get all that, we may stand a chance of embalming him properly.
Excellent.
And if we re-embalm him every 6 months or so...
Every 6 months?
How else do you think he's going to last in eternity? Not even the ancient Egyptians solved that.
So we have to...
Re-embalm Lenin every 6 months, yes.
A job for life! Here, Vlad, sign this contract. Read it.
Dear comrades, the body's condition is worsening by the day. The only way to save the body is by giving me everything I want. My needs are attached. Vladimir Vorobyov. This is insane!
No, Vlad. To keep the dream of the revolution alive, they must keep Lenin alive forever. And we are the only ones who can do that.
Why do I feel like I have a gun to my head?
Trust me. Sign. Krasin, we are ready to save the body.
We? Who's we?
Vorobyov and myself.
Huh.
Here is a note detailing his needs.
Do everything I want?
It's not my suggestion.
Whose is it?
Yours.
Huh. You better know what you're doing, Boris.
One more thing.
What?
The fee.
Well?
25.
2,500 rubles? Are you mad?
25,000.
What?
Each.
I received the note, Krasin.
Yes? Yes, Comrade Stalin?
We should,
We should...
Try it?
Try it?
No.
No, I mean...
I'm glad you agree.
Yes.
We will make Lenin live forever.
Yes.
We will immortalize communism for all time.
Yes.
We will replace the cathedral with a mausoleum. We will construct a new faith. Where is Trotsky?
In hiding.
I know that, but where?
No one knows.
No one knows? Take a note. Memo to all secret agents worldwide. Find Trotsky, or I will kill you. Your leader, Stalin. Get the Embalmers started.
What if they fail?
Fail?
I only meant that we can always bury Lenin.
If they fail, they will be shot. Then we bury Lenin.
Vlad.
What?
We start in 3 days. I need to write it down.
I know what I'm doing.
But I don't. We need to figure out what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, and the supplies we're going to need. No!
Hey, give me that back.
Not until we're finished. Now, tell me.
We remove the sutures from the head and chest.
Hang on. Yes.
Next, we remove lungs, liver, spleen.
Slow down.
Then we flush the rib cage.
With what?
Distilled water. And we fix the tissues with formalin.
What about the body and face?
Wads of wool steeped in 1% solution of formaldehyde.
And the cavity?
Acetic acid.
Got it. Then?
We raise the temperature to minus 10 degrees using the stoves.
What if we can't?
What?
What happens if we can't control the temperature?
The body won't take the solution.
And so then what do we do?
Well, in that case, we shoot ourselves. That's what we do.
Vlad.
I don't know.
You don't know?
There's only so much we can prepare.
We cannot make a mistake.
I know.
We only have one chance to get this right.
I know.
If we fail...
This has never been done before, remember? We immerse the body anyway.
And if the body still doesn't absorb the formula?
We hang ourselves.
Oh!
You hang me, and I'll... No, that doesn't work.
Vlad!
We up the solution.
To what?
3% formaldehyde.
3%? 1%? Do you realize?
I know.
That's toxic.
I know.
We could die.
Do you have a better idea? And if that doesn't work, we give up.
We cut.
What?
The body.
Cut the body of Lenin?
Small cuts.
And where do you plan to make these small cuts?
The armpits, the webbing of the fingers, the abdomen, where the public won't see them.
Ah. And if the body still doesn't absorb the solution?
Add alcohol.
How much?
20%.
How long?
A week, 10 days, and if we mix it with glycerin...
It will help the skin color.
And create better elasticity, yes?
Yes! But the question remains, what if the body still doesn't absorb the solution? What then? Potassium acetate.
No.
Why?
It will react badly with the formalin.
No, just the opposite. The nature of potassium acetate is...
highly hygroscopic.
Exactly, it retains water.
So then we
keep adding more potassium acetate until the tissues absorb it.
Brilliant.
And then what?
The face. It's a mess.
Acetic acid?
But diluted in water, yes?
Yes, it will soften the wrinkles.
Plus a small percentage of hydrogen peroxide to restore the original color.
And carbolic acid to deal with the damp spots.
Excellent. Ooh, in the mouth?
Oi.
Stitches.
Stitches?
Very fine thread under the mustache to close the lips.
Good.
But the eyes, they're so sunken.
Replace them with false ones.
Won't people notice?
Not once you've sewn them shut.
So, over 4 months, we need...
200 liters of glycerin, I would think.
50 kilos of potassium acetate.
Make it 100.
100 kilos of potassium.
1,500 liters of water.
Disinfectant.
Say 300 liters to be safe.
And 50 liters quinine chloride, 1%.
Good.
Not cheap.
No.
But when we're done, he will look...
Yes. It will be...
Yes, it will. Yes. Step 1.
Remove sutures from head and chest.
Yes.
Where are you going, Boris?
I can't tell you.
Are you leaving me?
No.
Do you have a lover?
No. I'll be back in a few months.
Is it important?
Yes.
Will it make me happy?
Yes.
Will we be rich?
Perhaps.
Is it dangerous?
In a way.
Will you die?
I hope not.
Can I take a lover while you're gone?
No.
Please.
No!
What's this?
It's my journal.
Can I read it?
No!
Here you are.
Behave yourself while I'm gone. Now, wish me luck.
Luck.
Two peasants are in a square. They come upon a statue of me, Lenin, in my classic pose.
Why do they always show him standing like that?
Says the one.
I'll tell you.
Says the second.
One hand proclaims, all this land is yours.
And the other?
I pull a fistful of rubles out of my pocket.
All your money is mine! What money?
Want to live? They kill you. Want to die? They won't let you. Want to be forgotten? They build a statue of you. Want to leave something behind? They embalm you.
Corpse has turned sallow. Write this down, Nadia. Marked discoloration around the eyes, nose, ears, and temples.
Nose, ears, temples?
Gentlemen, have you started?
Not yet, Krasin. Wrinkles and purplish stain over the frontal and parietal lobes. Skin has sunk roughly a centimeter in diameter where the skull has been opened to extract the brain.
Photographs? Why?
To prove what we did.
Tip of nose covered in dark pigments. Walls of nostril have become paper thin. Eyes half open and sinking in sockets.
No one is allowed to enter until we are done, Krasin.
Lips now parted to reveal teeth.
Not even Stalin.
Brown spots on hands, fingernails blue.
This is science now. We must have peace. No more photographs.
One last photograph, please, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor.
Complete. Thank you.
All the best, comrades.
Did you get everything down, Nadia?
Yes, here.
Thank you.
Oh! I'll leave you now.
Huh.
Drink?
No.
No? Oh. Vlad, I'm...
Don't worry. Look. The body. It will tell us what to do.
The embalming, a slow scientific ritual, precise as a dance, formal as a catechism, seamless as a ceremony. Vlad leads, Boris assists. They don gowns. Boris hands Vlad tools. Vlad's hands shake. He severs the sutures. Vlad works on the body as Boris begins dipping wool in chemicals. It has begun. Above, a guard, cold. Time passes. Vlad with an organ. He places it in a jar as Boris wraps the face with wet wool. A healing. The bath arrives. They pour chemicals into buckets. Steam. Both men hold cloths to their mouth and nose. They lower the body gently into the bath. Baptism. Time passes. The guard watches as Nadia number 3 enters with food. She hands a basket to the guard. He takes it and leaves. Boris and Vlad resting. Vlad checks the body. He's horrified. The body is a terrible color. Boris grabs a scalpel. Vlad takes it from him. A moment of hesitation, then Vlad dives his hands into the chemicals. Pain. He makes small cuts, removes his burned hands. Boris flushes them with water. They watch the body. They watch, and watch, and watch. Vlad is asleep. Boris checks the body. He wakes Vlad. They stare down into the bath. They clasp each other. They raise the body from the bath. Boris, as if a tailor, takes needle and thread and begins on the face. The body is canvas. Vlad dabs the face and hands with a cloth. Life returning. Time passes. The mausoleum is transformed. Vlad and Boris watch as the sarcophagus arrives. Krasin and Stalin watch as the first Nadia enters in mourning attire. She steps forward. Lenin is revealed. The body becomes symbol, a work of art. Nadia, unbelieving, weeps. Boris and Vlad, as if a portrait. On their faces, a marriage of exhaustion, relief, pity, pride.
Ilyich, don't leave me. Don't.
Shh, it's all right now. It's all right. The joke's on me. Hey, Stalin? It's on me.
"1925. We are Russians."
No.
Soviets.
Yes.
Soviets.
In Red Square, a long line of peasants snakes to the mausoleum.
Why do they keep a guard at Lenin's tomb?
You know what they say. Lenin lived. Lenin is alive. Lenin lives forever.
So why the guard?
What if he tries to escape?
If only I could escape.
Look at that, Krasin. Look at that
line.
That line down there. They wait for
hours, days,
weeks to see him.
Yes.
Sadness,
tears,
grief. Take a note. From now on, all citizens will refer to me as Father. Mother Russia and Father Stalin. That has a nice
ring
to it. Now go.
Yes.
Wait! We must do something.
About?
Trotsky.
He's in exile.
I know that.
In Mexico.
I know that! When Trotsky discovers that I've turned Lenin into a god, do you think he won't want to be a god? Do you think he won't want to be holy? No, his vanity, his arrogance, his Jewiness knows no bounds. Who is our man in Mexico?
Ramon Mercader.
Send a telegram. Ramon, stop. Buy ice pick. Stop. Find Trotsky. Stop. Kill Trotsky with ice pick. Stop. Read that back.
Ramon, buy ice pick. Find Trotsky. Kill Trotsky with ice pick.
And reward awaits. Stop. Your father, Stalin.
Boris, the whole apartment is painted.
Excellent.
The new furniture arrives tomorrow.
Wonderful.
And what do you think of my new coat?
Lovely.
You haven't looked.
I'm sure it's...
You're not paying attention! You're writing! Pay attention!
Beautiful. Better?
And what will you do now?
Now...
You are a great scientist. What will you do?
Oh, what all great scientists do. Become an inspiration to humanity. Share my incredible life with those less fortunate and provide insight into the human condition.
Naturally.
And write my memoirs.
Your memoirs?
To be published only after my death.
But wouldn't you make more money if...
No, there is sensitive information here about my past. It must be published posthumously. Agreed?
Do you mention me?
A whole chapter.
Just one.
Oh.
We should hire a maid.
We'll see.
We should have a dacha in the country.
One thing at a time.
We should buy some horses.
No, let's not.
And take lovers. You won't mind if I took a lover? Just for a little while.
Perhaps 2 whole chapters.
And finally, the science of death. Necrobiosis is the death of individual cells which are replaced with new ones. But when an entire organ dies...
Slide?
Necrosis or infarction occurs. An entire organ cannot replace itself, and soon...
Slide?
Clinical death takes hold. No breathing, no circulation, no neural activity. After several minutes of oxygen deprivation, the body moves to...
Slide.
Brain death. Once the brain goes, the heart doesn't know how to pump, and the lungs don't know how to breathe, and eventually... Slide.
Slide.
Somatic death occurs. The final, permanent, irreversible death of us all. Unless, of course, one can preserve these cells for an extended period of time, which is what I, Vladimir Davidovich Vorobyov, famously proved with the embalming of Lenin.
Professor?
Yes?
What will you do now?
Now?
What will you do next?
Yes.
What all great scientists do. Share my knowledge with inferior students like you.
Will you share the secrets of Lenin's embalming?
Oh, of course not.
Oh, please.
What about Boris Zabarsky?
What about him?
He's the toast of Moscow.
He's the king of Red Square.
He gets into any restaurant he wants.
Aren't you jealous?
Are you?
I am a man of science, not society. Now go study my brilliance. Go!
Yes, Professor. Thank you so much, Professor.
Does that include me?
What's that?
Am I an inferior student like them?
Oh, no.
Because I too want to learn. I too want to discover. I too want to be great.
Pack your things.
What?
Oh, no, a vacation to Moscow.
Oh.
The best champagne and the best caviar and the best hotel room overlooking Red Square. You will be great.
Oh.
You will.
2 peasants are watching a parade.
What's the difference between Lenin and Stalin?
Says the one.
I don't know.
Says the other.
What?
Lenin collects the jokes that people tell about him.
And Stalin?
Collects the people who tell jokes about him.
Comrades!
Father Stalin!
Krasin! It was him! He told it, not me! Not me!
No.
Stalin, this can't go on.
Borislav Gerhardovich!
Alexander Petrovich.
How is our dear Nadia?
Oy.
Success can be as difficult as poverty.
I'll say.
And how is our good professor from the steppe?
Can we get on with it? I have tickets to the Bolshoi.
Gentlemen, Stalin is very happy with your work.
Send our thank yous, Sasha.
But...
Yes?
It's been 6 months. The body, it's begun to... How shall I put it?
Rot.
Something must be done.
We warned you of this. The first embalming would not last forever.
Of course, but...
We may have to re-embalm him.
I see.
This will take time. And a number of other things Vladimir Davidovich and I will need. Here's the list.
10,000 rubles each?
Naturally, we need to be paid.
A senior position in the Communist Party of Moscow?
For me, it would help us enormously with fundraising.
A lifetime appointment at the university?
For Vladimir.
Well, I can see to the payment and the party position, but I have no power over the university.
I'm sorry?
Surely it is deserved.
Perhaps.
Perhaps?
Vlad.
But I am only prepared to grant you the first 2.
Is that so? Well, add this to your list. A dacha on the Black Sea.
What?
A private apartment in Moscow.
Excuse me?
My own private chef. Shall I go on?
And how do these things possibly relate to Lenin's body?
They are critical for contemplating better methods of embalming.
You are playing a very dangerous game.
No, I have already played the dangerous game.
Vlad.
You can't do this without me.
Vlad.
And now you have the gall to negotiate. Vlad!
Sasha, if you find others who can do the embalming for less, by all means, proceed. But these are our requirements.
I'll be back in a minute.
You've been drinking.
I want my full professorship!
I am getting us what we want.
No, you're getting us what you want.
This is a negotiation. There's got to be give and take.
Nothing's changed. It's always about you.
This part is my job, remember?
Gentlemen. All right. All right. Begin at once.
See?
Comrade Trotsky.
¿Quién son usted?
Ramon Mercader.
¿Qué usted quiere?
A message. From Father Stalin.
Niet! Niet!
No habrá embalsamiento para usted, eh?
Boris.
Hello?
What's she doing here? I'm working on the body. Get her out.
Now, there's no reason.
Well, there's plenty of reasons.
Nadia has done a great deal for us.
She knows too much already.
She is now part of the staff.
What? The staff? We didn't discuss this, Vlad. We didn't discuss this.
This part is my job, remember? Come closer, Nadia.
Oh.
Come.
Oh.
You see?
Beautiful.
Drink?
Isn't that embalming alcohol?
It's better. It's pure. And it's free. Oh.
Why do you drink? Why, when you have...
Hush now. Shh. Touch.
What?
Touch him. We all die. And no matter who we are, no matter what our problems, no matter what our fears, the science is the same. It's all chemistry. Algor mortis. The body cools and the eyes cloud over like milk. Liver mortis. The blood clots and settles. The skin turns blue and the face loses its life. A death mask. Rigor mortis. Actin and myosin stiffen the muscles like hardwood.
Autolysis. Microbes break down the blood, rupture the intestines, breach the internal organs. Enzymes eat the tissues, feasting on an internal banquet. Putrefaction. The skin sours with streaks of black gases, swelling and the smell of death. And last, the body collapses, dries itself out, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. This is death. And this have I halted. This have I prevented. This have I defeated.
I want to know.
Do you?
I want to defeat death too.
The secrets are all here in my head and here in my notebook. Take it.
Oh. Lenin. Look at him. He's beautiful.
Yes. Beautiful.
Father Stalin!
A year.
News!
A year, and still they wait.
A telegram.
Rain, snow, heat, and still they wait.
From Ramon Mercader. Trotsky. He's dead.
No.
Yes.
The ice pick?
Yes.
In his head?
I'm not sure, but I assume.
Oh. Oh my. I am the only one. Me. We must celebrate. Take a note.
Yes.
Create new medal.
For whom?
The Embalmers.
But they have already been paid a substantial...
Create the award.
I am concerned, Father Stalin. The Embalmers are becoming
Do you see that line down there? Do you? Yes. You want people lining up for you, don't you? You want them to wait for you, don't you? Yeah. Wailing, crying, keening, wishing you back one more day, one more hour, one more second, wishing you would live forever, forever, forever! Don't you?
What kind of medal?
I don't know, something shiny. They're Jews. They'll like that.
Alexander Petrovich.
Shh!
What's wrong?
Did you know Trotsky?
What?
Did you support Trotsky?
Sasha, what's the matter?
Because if you did,
Horseman, don't rush the horses. Boris! Borislav Gerhardovich, I love you. You know that? Krasin, I love this man. I love Boris. Even when he wouldn't share his rations at the university. Even then...
Oh,
oops.
Good God!
The most important day of our lives, and you're drunk, Vlad!
Comrades!
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 Congratulations!
Thank you.
And how is our good professor from the steppe?
Who wants to know?
Thank you, comrades, for everything the committee has done for us.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And what new miracles of science can we look forward to?
I am working on some writing.
Writing?
First a scientist, then a hero, now a writer.
He's a genius.
And will you reveal all your secrets in this writing?
None about you, comrades.
Is that right?
He only writes about things that are important.
Is that so?
Well, then you had best be careful what you write.
You don't want to end up like Trotsky.
Trotsky?
Trotsky!
Murdered.
Mexico.
Ice pick.
Head.
What?
Traitor!
Indeed.
Comrades, may I introduce you to a very dear friend this way?
Yeah, of course.
Boris, do something.
Keep your mouth shut, Vlad.
Who will challenge us, Boris? Who?
This is politics, remember?
Politics don't matter anymore.
Is that right?
The power is in the science.
These people are important.
They're fools. Like you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Father Stalin!
Comrades!
Our national anthem!
'Tis the final conflict, let each stand in his place. The International Soviet shall be the human race. 'Tis the final conflict, let each stand in his place. The international working class shall be the human race.
Long live Father Stalin, leader of the oppressed throughout the world!
Long live Father Stalin!
Comrades Vorobyov and Zbarsky, you have done a great thing. You have amazed scientists around the world. You have made our great leader, Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, live forever. As he himself said, sometimes history needs a push. Come, accept your awards.
Borislav Gerhardovich Zabarsky.
Father Stalin.
Here's Zabarsky.
Vladimir Davidovich Vorobiev.
Father Stalin.
Reception.
Yes, reception.
Krasin, what do we know?
You mean?
What do we know about these men? Find out everything.
Of course.
Everything!
Yes, certainly. Of course.
What have you done, Vlad?
I kissed Stalin. I did. Me.
Have you gone completely mad?
Jealous, Borislav Gerhardovich?
Okay, listen to me. I will let you drink yourself to death, and I will let you throw your career away, but I will not let you take me down with you.
It's me they need, Boris.
Is that so?
You couldn't embalm a cat.
Is that right?
You won't take it away. Not this time!
I don't want to be seen with you in public ever again. Is that understood? Father Stalin.
Come in. Come in, Comrade Zabarsky. I was just looking at,
the file.
The file.
On
you. It has come to my attention that you supported Trotsky during the revolution.
I knew of him, of course.
Because he was a Jew?
Yes.
And this is why you supported him?
Oh, no.
Oh, you didn't support a fellow Jew?
No, I mean...
You didn't support him at all?
No.
Really? Because Comrade Trotsky was, as you know, a dear friend of our great leader. He was a founding revolutionary of this country. He was brutally murdered in Mexico. And you say you did not support him. Now, the Tsar, he was a traitor, wasn't he? Were you a Tsarist, Zabarsky?
No.
And yet you were not a Trotskyite. You were neutral, yes?
Yes.
But your colleague, your queer friend Vorobiev, who did he support? Because a Trotskyite, I can forgive that, but a Tsarist...
I don't know.
Really? Classmates, scientists, Jews? You didn't know who he supported? Come now, comrade.
You would be serving Mother Russia.
And helping her people.
And doing a great service.
If you told us.
No.
No what?
He was not a Tsarist.
Really?
Nope.
Well then, that will be all. Wait! It will be soon time for another embalming, yes?
Yes.
Don't fail me, Borislav Gerhardovich.
I won't. Yes, I won't. No, I will not. Thank you, Father Stalin.
Why do they lie?
Father Stalin.
It makes them so much easier to kill.
We need them.
Do we?
Yes.
Both of them? Who is more important? Who?
Vorobiev.
How unfortunate.
Yes.
Find him, but don't, not yet. Not yet.
Very good, Nadia. Very good. You're learning quickly.
Thank you. But after you immersed him in the bath...
What?
I can't quite make out what you've written here.
What? Excuse me? Yes?
We're from the Soviet Committee for Education Reformation.
I'm preparing a lecture.
We are here to inform you that from this day forward, there is no longer a chemistry department at this university.
What?
Chemistry has been deemed of no value to the construction of the communist state.
From this day forward, there is only a department for the practical development of electricity.
And your position here has been eliminated.
Nadia, tell my students I'll be late.
Yes.
Do you know who I am?
Here's the order.
Signed by Father Stalin himself.
I will teach biology.
That department has too been reformed.
There is only the Department for Soviet Genetics.
Entomology.
The battle against parasites.
Zoology.
The science of hunting.
This is madness!
No university will hire you.
No one will ask for you.
No one will want you.
There is nowhere for you to go, Professor.
Nowhere.
You're doomed.
Why are you doing this?
Your friend
Zabarsky
says you supported the Tsar.
What?
That's what he said.
Is it true?
Is it?
No. How could I support that dictator who murdered thousands of
Jews?
How could you have?
How could I have?
Supporting the Tsar is, after all, a crime.
Punishable by death.
Death, yes.
Boris would never...
Never what?
Betray you? There is a rumor.
That your friend...
Zabarsky.
Supported Trotsky.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Did he support the Tsar?
No.
And yet he didn't support Trotsky?
I don't know.
Classmates, scientists, Jews, and yet you didn't know who he supported? Well...
Then we have no choice but to believe Zabarsky.
And that would be so very unfortunate.
But if we were to believe you, then I think...
We could leave here quite happy.
Quite happy, yes.
Who should we believe?
Good professor from the steppe.
A bottle of the finest?
No, thank you.
Never on the job.
Oh, well, I might, Yes.
Zabarsky knew Trotsky. Zabarsky supported him. Zabarsky is a traitor.
Yes.
Well,
that wasn't so hard, was it?
Now.
Your keys.
Keys?
To the mausoleum.
What?
And then off to prison.
You're under arrest.
But you said...
Now! My comrade isn't so steady with a gun.
Here are the keys.
Nadia, have you seen my memoir?
I'm going out.
You're not meeting a lover, are you?
And if I was?
It doesn't look good. It doesn't help with my standing in the party.
Everyone in the party has a lover, Boris.
Where the devil is my memoir?
Zabarsky.
What do you want?
Come with us.
Where?
None of your concern.
Why?
None of your concern. We have to bind your hands.
Nadia, call Krasin, call Vorobyov, tell them
They can't help you, Zabarsky.
No one can.
You are doomed.
No.
Come on.
No.
Here's his memoir.
Thank you.
Ha! Come in, Comrade Krasin.
Father Stalin? Oh. Comrade?
Comrade?
I was just looking at...
the file.
The file.
On?
You. I asked you for everything.
Yes.
But it has been brought to my attention...
The memoir.
The memoir. Written by...
Your friend?
Your friend...
Zabarsky.
Detailing...
his support of Trotsky.
Your friend.
But, Father Stalin,
He was your friend. Was he not? Well, he must be, because on...
Page 38.
Page 38. Read it.
My good friend Krasin, who got me the job at the chemical plant.
My good friend. My good friend. My good friend. Zabarsky is a traitor, and you are his friend. Are you? Take a note, Krasin.
Yes.
To all agents, find Krasin, send him to Northern Gulag, your father, Stalin. Read that back.
Fine Krasin. Send him to northern Gulag. Your father, Stalin.
Now go.
Yes. Yes.
He always did believe in freezing.
It was then that I died.
I, on the other hand, did not die until 1953.
I know.
I had myself embalmed to lay next to you, Lenin, for all time.
Until Khrushchev put you where you belong.
Where's that?
In the ground.
Really?
Yes.
Was there sadness?
Oh.
Tears?
Of a kind.
Grief?
For an eternity.
Vorobyov, you've got company. Get in!
What's going on? I don't know.
When did they get you?
This morning.
We need Krasin.
Krasin is dead.
What?
They told me on the way here.
My God.
What are we gonna do?
You tell me.
What do you mean?
If it weren't for you, none of this would have happened.
I knew from the start we shouldn't get messed up in this.
I knew from the start I shouldn't have called for you.
And now I'm the friend of a traitor who is friends with a traitor.
Did you tell them?
About what?
You did, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
About Trotsky.
No. Yes.
What?
They told me you told them I supported the Tsar.
And you believed them. I defended you. I lied for you. I told them you were innocent.
Oh, God.
No, so you told them. You told them. Boris.
Boris.
We had a chance, Vlad. We had a chance to survive. We had a chance to live in this damn decaying world, but no, you betray our beliefs. You kiss away our calling. You drink us into a cold grave. We are dead. Do you hear me? We are dead. God. No. I hope you live forever. Huh? I hope you never stop rotting. Never.
Oh, tell them.
It's too late.
I'll confess.
It's too late.
Vorobyov!
What?
You're free to go. Come on!
Boris, I won't leave you. I won't.
Move it!
Boris! Slika, Boris! Slika! Forgive me!
Am I the hero of this story? I think not.
Oh, Nadia.
Oh, Vlad! Where have you been?
Shush, quiet.
What happened?
Shush. Where's my gun? Ah.
What are you doing?
Have they come?
Who?
They're following me. They will be here soon. You must go.
Well, they won't take you.
They will. They have.
They need you.
No, they need this. My notebook. Take it.
Oh.
Hide it.
Citizen Vorobyov.
Oh, citizen now.
We hear you've been sick.
Oh?
We hear you've been having troubles with
your liver.
My liver?
We hear you've been in great pain.
We've made arrangements for you to see the doctor.
Come with us.
I'm sure the doctor will cure you of your pain.
Forever.
Is that so?
Unless you give us what we need.
And that is?
You know.
The notebook.
And if I don't?
Vladimir?
Then she must die.
Such a shame to waste such beauty.
And talent, to be sure.
To be sure. Now, where is it?
Here. Here is what you want. Here. She goes first. Let her go.
Vladimir!
Go!
It will be better this way.
Go then!
Vlad! Vlad!
Here is the notebook.
These
pages...
This book is...
blank!
I am the hero. I am the real hero of this story. You see? See? Lenin. He is because of me. I made him live forever. Me. You won't bury me like the others. I won't be left to rot in the open grave of history. No! I will be the one to laugh. Me!
Listen to this. This is a good one.
Comrade!
What did Vladimir Vorobyov say before committing suicide? Vlad points the gun at his head.
Comrade! Comrades! Don't shoot!
What are you in for?
I called Zabarsky a revolutionary.
That's funny.
Why?
I called Zabarsky a counter-revolutionary.
That's funny.
Why?
I am Zabarsky.
Do you think we'll die soon?
I don't know.
I hope so. I hope so.
It's March! Now, Moscow!
I am Lenin. I am not a myth. I am not a god. And I am not the hero of this story. I am simply a man who never wanted to be kept alive in a joke with no punchline. Me? I could die today. If only they'd stop waiting in line. The line, one by one, they pass by Lenin's corpse. The last are the Embalmers. They pass by Lenin, taking the story with them.
Lenin's Embalmers by Vern Thiessen, directed by Martin Jarvis. Starring in alphabetical order, J.D. Cullum as Vlad, Simon Helberg as Boris, Gregory Harrison as Lenin, John Matthews as Krasin, Rufus Sewell as Stalin, John Sloan as Agent 2, Mark Jude Sullivan as Agent 1, and Jocelyn Towne as Nadia. Associate Artistic Director Annalise Erickson. Live sound effects by Jeff Gardner. Recording engineer and editor Eric Cifuentes. Sound designer and mixing engineer Mark Holden for the Invisible Studios, West Hollywood. And next time on the Relativity Series, the real-life story of an environmental disaster.
I felt a jolt. It just came out of nowhere. When the rig jolted, I looked at my thruster pages. We had calm seas, no weather. It wasn't our thrusters. There was a series of combustible gas detectors, alarms that went off. The senior DPO turned the camera, and that's when I witnessed mud coming from the starboard side. Mud, showering down like black rain. The drill floor called and told me,
"We have a well control situation."
This is the moment you hope will never happen in your entire life.
I repeat, we have a well control situation.
I noticed that I had magenta on the combustible gas alarm screens. Magenta is the highest importance alarm.
Based on interviews and actual testimony, the story of the 2010 Deepwater Horizon explosion. Spill by Lee Fondakowski, next time on the Relativity Series. Please subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts so you don't miss an episode. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Ron Lipkin, Senior Radio Producer for LA Theater Works. The Relativity Series is brought to you by LA Theater Works, Susan Lowenberg, Producing Director, and the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation, bridging science and the arts in the modern world.